Now, the question is, how do we actually, roll out all these programs, or how do we fund them? Well, the good news is we have a lot of money from this bipartisan infrastructure law. Yeah. So this is the biggest, as I've heard, investment in the grid ever, right, since inception. I mean, I wasn't here when the grid was built, so I wouldn't know, but what people are saying is this is the biggest investment in the grid. It's, I think about $1 trillion in this bipartisan infrastructure law. And several departments have several billions of dollars to spend. So there's the GRIP funding, which I think you guys are also part of, about $10 billion. There is the OECD ERA funding, which is another $10 billion. USDA just released their own guidance 2 days ago, which our leaders at NRCA worked closely, with the government to make sure that this money actually benefits co-ops. So what we have done at NRCA is to group this funding opportunity in 5 different topic areas. So we're looking at cybersecurity, we're looking at electric vehicles, we're looking at microgrids, natural hazards, and then also smart grids and data. So I lead the microgrid consortium for NRCA, and then it's also a clean energy consortium. So what we're trying to do is to look at opportunities to help electric cooperatives actually apply for this funding, because sometimes, especially the smaller co-ops, right, there are some maybe challenges in terms of going after this funding, from grant writing to the grant implementation and everything like that. So we are providing that service to the membership, right, at the national level. So anyone that is interested in joining the NRCA effort, you can pretty much join any of these consortia online. So currently we have, about 250 co-ops that are part of this, 400 member staff, 33 GNT. We also have assured members that are part of this, and that is the geographic spread of our consortium as a whole. Like I said, it's money for everyone, right? So I got this somewhere. I think this was when Oprah was giving everybody cars, So there's a ton of money. And the old, kind of like backstory, or the point here is we need to capture as much money as possible for the cooperative and then also for the members that we serve. So for our GRIP funding, which was submitted, I think, a few days or weeks ago, we have 39 cooperatives with wildfire mitigation, about $100 million. Storm hardening, about 14 cooperatives with that, $60 million. And then we also have DERMS, drones, SCADA, whatever, $200 million for that, for about 70 cooperatives. And also, when I was preparing for this talk, Tim told me Lake Region also submitted for GRIP, for substation projects, utility battery scale, and then also residential battery projects. The other thing, aside from the GRIP, we're also working on the OECD ERA concept papers. So we've turned in the concept paper. We're waiting for the DOE to give us a go-ahead to submit full applications. So across all of that also, it's about, I think, close to $200 million of projects that we've submitted on behalf of co-ops, about maybe 79, 80 different co-ops. Some of them are getting to different projects across these topic areas that you can see right here. Then, in addition to that, aside from what the utility can benefit from, there are also direct benefits to consumer members, from this IRA, and then some of them, there are rebate programs that you can use to pretty much make your house more energy efficient. Some of them you can buy heat pump, water heaters, heat pump, HVAC systems, which come at a very, very significant discount. And I think the way they are trying to do these rebates for now is to make it at a point of sale. So you don't have to send in any forms, whatever like that. You just go, whatever you buy to get your discounts at a point of sale, and then it's done. So they are still trying to come up with ways to actually roll out this program. It's already at the state level, so we will be tracking these as things come out. So also, there's also grants for the manufacturers to make stuff, in the U.S. Part of what we are talking about is supply chain, because some of these things you have to source them, maybe from, nations that are not so friendly to the U.S. So there is a lot of money in here for manufacturers to actually make this, clean energy projects in the U.S. Then there's also stuff for contractors. So in addition to the consumers, the manufacturers, the contractors that are installing, these devices or this, equipment in our members' homes also have, some form of money to spend, right? So there is contractor rebates for qualifying era projects, and then also they have some money for training and also workforce development in their territories.